Today I'll show you how to replace the brushes in this Bosch machine, the GBH36VF-LI. This one developed a fault, cutting out, losing power. The owner of this blames the battery connection, hence this inventive additional extra. I had a wee look earlier on inside and I saw the brushes had excessive wear. So I think I'll try changing the brushes. I think it's the simplest thing to start with, and we'll go from there. See if it resolves the issue. The first step in this process is to remove the dozen or so screws there. I think there is actually 12 screws. There's 10 on the side and 2 here that hold the front housing on to the main part of the plastic housing. Those 2 longer screws are silver, and the other 10 screws are shorter. They all have the same sort of T20 torque head. So that's the screws. Next thing is to pull the side housing off. Which should come off fairly easily. To have a quick look, there's a good bit of wear on the armature there, which doesn't surprise me. The brushes are well down. They're just, you can see there, they're well down, and the armature is well worn. But to keep it simple, I think I'll just put the brushes on today, which isn't the most difficult thing you'll do in your life. Right, the brushes are held on a T10 torque or a slotted head screwdriver. They're held on by each side by two screws. You just slacken these screws and take the brush out. And there's a terminal you just pull off, and that removes the brush. Seems fairly simple. One T10 screw out. Two T10 screws out. Alright. And that slides out there now. So we'll remove that slider just for convenience. I'll get you a better look at this. There's really not much to it. This is the new brush. Speed terminal one and just a brush. It goes into this holder. I'll give you a closer picture of this if I can. So hold on. Right, that's a bit closer now. That's a terminal. Get that off. It's hard to show you in camera. I could just pull it off if I hadn't to show anybody. It's hard to show you in camera. I'm going to try and keep this video as easy to understand and as clear as I can. And there's a spring loaded thing here, spring. See that sideways to see? That comes up. Because you could use a screwdriver to just take that up out of the way. And then slide your brush out. To compare the two brushes, to see the difference in the size, you can see how much wears in that. And that goes straight on there. Okay, we have to put the spring back into position, which it is now. We have to put that wire on. Okay. And that'll go back in. Let's see if I can move this for you to see. The switch is badly in the way. Anyway, the switch out of the way to show you. That goes back in there. Into position. He says, there. Slides in there. We'll have to get the two screws in. Okay, like that. The difficulty is not doing this, it's just being able to show you clear pictures and clear shots of what I'm actually doing. That's soldered, you can't take the switch out of the way even to show you. But anyway, I'll do what I can. The switch is badly in the way, you can't see nothing there. There. I'll hold it in position now until I can get the other screw in. Oh. Did you see what I've done there? 3 screws. This one, I'm just tightening it up now. Right, we repeat the process on the other side. We just slacken these 2 screws. Get that thing off there. Okay. That's the way you're off. You see that? And pry this up. That's that there. That went a bit smoother. Pull the brush out. There's even more wear in that one. Push the new brush in all the way down, and you can see that spring there. Slot that spring into position. Wire back on. The second one went a little bit smoother. That's your business, folks. Right. This, I should take this plastic thing off and set it down first. Lovely. You can see some of the pitfalls of this relatively small job here. You want to make a quick video on it. This plastic bit, if you end up let out, it slots on, goes that way. Okay, and you slot that in now. Yep, it's in position now. Just have to tighten the screw. To hold it in there. Screw number 2. You can see that there. Once you've had that, get a bit of it done. It's a matter of putting the drill together again, which I have to admit this isn't too bad compared to some of the monsters designs I've seen. What was I going to say? Make sure everything's in place, no wires or anywhere they get crushed. See the sliders on. There's nothing really that can get in your way too badly, but just be careful crushing wires because you can cause more serious issues and you don't want those. And there's a sort of a, that's the plate, the identification plate of the model, etc. year manufacture. This one was 2012 if anybody's interested. It says in the plate, manufactured 2012. There's one thing you might have to look at there. Sure that's lining up properly there. Give you a closer look at that. There's a wee metal bar goes through this battery holder. That's actually bent. That might be part of his problem too, but I don't know if that's the case. But I have successfully fitted the brushes anyway. All remains is to put in the screws, and that's how you fit the brushes in a GBH36VF-LI.